no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta play money. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed all her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. We treated. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I said the Brown, so how did...
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Callaway, the return man. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Defense. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll roll. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass. Gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. Demarcus Robinson, 45 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Here's Hardman to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
That's caught inside the 20. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. We got Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The final shot before the break for Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Connecting with Burton here over the middle. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey Burton from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Parkey adds the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the offense gonna use the first of their time. Timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
and retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes to throw once more. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will throw for it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Will Parks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson with his second. Touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will extend this big lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Herbert back to the air. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That's taken in by the tight end McKinney. And the Chargers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 30.
It's saying,
10,
baby, I'll do this for free.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear him. The coach, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. There he goes, right side. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Chiefs gonna play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs.